Welcome to this tutorial where I will show you how to use Valor's Ammo Utilities, or VAU as I like to call it, where it will allow you to easily add different ammunitions and easily support it on different weapons. Let's jump into it. I trust you have downloaded VAU, it's in your mods folder, and that it is enabled in your world. First things first, I'm going to make a new weapon. I'm going to base it off of the handgun. Weapon handgun, override, and we'll just call this Valor, so it's a completely new weapon. We'll equip it. Now, the handgun by base uses crude arrows. We're going to change that a little bit. So if we go to interactions, primary, first thing for VAU, we're using, instead of modify inventory, AmmoModifyInventory. So what this does, you can specify tags defined, specific items defined, how much to use. If you want a magazine essentially to have mixed amounts or mixed types. If you want to track the ammo stat yourself, don't worry about this for now. The AmmoInfo variable, this should always be AmmoInfo, ammo_info, just like this. And if we want to use the item model or not, typically you want this on. Next, let's go ahead, copy over the next and failed. Okay, I specifically want to use arrows still. So we will look for the arrow tag. And now, you will see it is still using crude arrows. But if I go get iron arrows, it's using iron arrows now. This is not done yet. All we're doing is finding and using different items. We're not applying any information or extra stats to the projectile, which we will do next. Now, after we use our AmmoModifyInventory, we need to spawn the projectile with another interaction VAU adds. So, if we go back to primary, interactions, here's our AmmoModify. Next, that's fail. We have, what we're going to do is actually reference existing. I've made my own Valor shoot interaction. So, this is a copy of the short bow create projectile. Now what we're going to do is do a ammo projectile. Okay, I set it all up. I copied everything from the original. Again, this is the exact same, except I do stuff in the back end. VAU does stuff in the back end to make sure the arrow can gain certain properties. Now that is set up, make sure it works, of course. It looks like it is working. Now, for VAU to work and apply arrow effects, we have one last thing to do to set up the weapon. Under our projectile config, there are the projectile hit and projectile miss steps. So for both of these, we want to add a new interaction. You can fit it in wherever you want. I'm going to insert it after here. Then all we're going to do, create embedded, ammo OnHit. We'll do the same thing for miss. Insert after. Ammo on miss. Then while we're here, we also need to add in our custom remove. So create embedded, type AmmoRemove. And we'll do the same thing for OnHit. After adding those, your weapon should be all set up. I'm going to have to alter some things so damage is actually applied on my end. Now that our weapon is pretty much finished, we're going to add information into our ammo to tell it how it works. For example, right now, we only deal 10 damage with our gun. So, what we're going to do, we are going to copy the iron arrow from base Hytale. Not going to overwrite it. Again, make sure it has the tags you want to use. So our gun looks for arrow tags. This has an arrow tag. Now, adding information for what our ammo does when it's used up. What you need to go to interactions, interaction varies, add a new interaction and call this AmmoInfo. It has to be this specific name for now, just to make things clear. Now under this is a root interaction. So we're going to create embedded interactions, add a new interaction, create another embedded, and this will be our AmmoInfo. Now what this does is it stores the information for our ammo. If you scroll down past everything, you can specify the model asset ID, the ammo OnHit ID, and OnMiss ID. So just for example, right now it's bugged, but you could put in fireball. When this is fully functioning, when you shoot the projectile, it will look like a fireball. Whatever model asset ID you put right here, that's what it will use. Now, ammo OnHit and OnMiss, these are going to be your interactions that happen on miss or on hit. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a new root interaction. It has to be a root interaction. We'll call it root Valor on hit. Now, we'll simply add a new interaction, create embedded. We'll just do a little more damage for our arrow. So, damage entity, damage calculator, add base damage. We'll make it projectile. We'll do another 5. That's what our arrow will do. Now, go back to your arrow. And for the ammo OnHit ID, match it to what you've created. Root Valor on it. So that's these can be empty if you don't want to specify anything new. So we can leave OnMiss. I don't have any special effects I'm interested in. So now, this should just be in game. As you can see, the ID is different. Arrow, Iron, Valor. So again, this is working. But now, if we use Iron Arrow, it's being consumed. And you will see it is dealing that extra damage. The interactions in here, it doesn't just have to be damage entity. It can be explosions, you can apply effects, you can do visual effects, sound effects. Anything you can put in here will be fine. It will work out. The last thing I want to show you is the compatibility between different mods that use a VAU. So if we go to the world I created, which was VAU example, that's our gun. I made another mod that adds different projectiles that are considered arrows. We will load that into the world. Now, this is our same gun, handgun Valor, same custom iron arrows. And let's go check out. This adds a handful of new arrows. There are bombs, fire, and life. So, again, let's go look at the asset editor. We have two different mods, our example and our new arrows added by a different mod. you'll see all of these new ones, they have the arrow tag, and they have an AmmoInfo variable. So if we go ahead and try to shoot these, they all have their different custom effects and are supported even if this is from a different mod. If it's set up in the right way to consume ammo, specifically arrows with the arrow tag, that is fine. If it's consuming ammo with tag bullet, though, these, well, they're not bullets. So the tags matter, but otherwise, things will work out. Now, as a word of warning, this mod is still in development, Valor's Ammo Utilities. There's a lot I want to add, including support for reloading weapons, so that would include crossbows like assault rifles or any item you might want to store ammo in but not use immediately. Models will be fixed eventually. I am actively developing it. So if you have any questions, make sure to comment or ask on the CurseForge page or here works. I'm also in the Hytale modding Discord. But that's Valor's Ammo Utilities. Hopefully you find it useful. Hopefully it allows for a lot of multi-mod support for projectiles and ammunition, because Hytale makes it a pain to add more ammo for multiple weapons. So, again, thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.